Welcome to It's Controversial. I'm Nate.
I'm Cookie.
So this podcast, this is our
We're not gonna pretend like we. Nope.
Come on,
Because
man.
I can't. Because I know the energy shifted.
I know.
They're gonna see it. Like that is not good.
What are we supposed to do?
This is the 30th time that we recorded this.
We try to record a lot of times.
So it's
every
about
time something happens.
So we definitely got to fix that energy because that is they're gonna tell. And I'm not about to pretend because that was not good. We tried multiple times.
Should we just stop it and record?
No, I'm keeping this in there. I'm just telling them like this. They're gonna see it regardless. Now we look tired. It don't even.
I am tired.
Exactly. They're gonna see it, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Elephant in the room.
We're tired.
So, and it's the first episode. So this. Okay.
Because procrastinating even more is just not gonna happen.
All right.
But
because I am. Oh, where's this ornament? All right. Go ahead and let them know that this is opinion based.
So, go ahead and cut right straight into it. This podcast that we've created will definitely be about opinions as well as some facts.
Factuals.
And we just want to let you know that if you comment down below and have anything of hate, anything that is not positive whatsoever, we're not gonna care or give it any attention.
By all means, you can post. I mean, you can say whatever you like.
Free will
you can say whatever you like. But I mean, just be mindful that we don't.
I don't have to
engage with that because again, I mean,
no, we're not trying to. I get that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to give off negative energy. Like when we're talking about the opinions, it's not. That's not the goal, and it's not to judge anybody or anything like that. We're literally just. These are conversations that we have all the time. We talk too much daily. These are just things that we say. So sometimes it may come off like we're being careless in what we say, but that's why the podcast is controversial because it can be controversial in people's opinion. So that's just a heads because I know people are gonna think like, oh, y'all are being judgmental, y'all that that's not the goal because I don't care what anybody does with their life. That's between you and whoever.
And if I see you, I'm probably not even gonna remember what I've said. I mean, I'm gonna have thoughts, but that's my own thoughts. But I'm not gonna treat you any different because of what I believe, and that's not the point. Because you can have your life, I have mine.
Yeah, the goal is just not to be, we're not trying to be mean or rude or anything or inconsiderate or whatever other terms people will say. Yeah, it's not it's not the reason. We're just being honest, and I'm not going to put on a facade or anything like that or agree to things I know I don't agree with. So that's just an opinion. That's literally the definition of an opinion.
Because I feel like opinions alone are just canceled. Like they are canceled so fast.
We're about to be canceled. Like, so
that's our first video.
Yeah. All because we're saying we have an opinion will be canceled. Yeah. So it's not okay.
Like, why is this such a thing? And I've heard other people talk about it. It's like you really cannot talk about your own mind. And like I know we all remember in elementary school when we first learned about what an opinion is.
Yes.
And no one's saying just because I have an opposing view or an opposing thought that I'm bashing you or hating on you or I'm discriminating you, which is such a constant word to use.
The hating on you is so real because people, the minute you don't like something that everybody else likes or that you don't agree with, I'm a hater.
Hate is the first word they say. Hate. And that's
because
a big
I don't
word.
like something because everybody else seems to like it, I have to. Or if I don't, I'm a hater. That I've seen that so much. Like people saying, that doesn't look good when everybody else is screaming, oh, you're beautiful, or that's great, that's beautiful, when you know it's not. And it's okay to if you don't think it's beautiful. I'm not saying that you have to say something, but we also don't have to lie. Because
lying not cute.
Why
if
are
you
we
really
doing
don't feel
that
way, don't say that. And they don't deserve someone lying in their face, bro. Because if it don't look good on them, it don't look good.
And it's okay. You find something that will look
And
good.
honestly, that's what I with the whole clothing thing. It's like I also had to figure out what looks best on my body shape
Mhm.
because my hips go like this and all that stuff, and it could be a little difficult.
Mhm.
But that's why they give you stuff when you actually learn about what looks good on you. Like what I wear, maybe someone who's skinny, it probably don't look good on them.
Mhm.
Maybe somebody that's even bigger than me probably won't look good on them.
Or somebody that's smaller, it will look better on the smaller person than
That's
it
what I'm
will on a big
saying.
person. That's
They made different
okay.
stuff to
Some
complement
things just
different
aren't
body types.
appealing, and it's not saying that okay, if you think it looks good, then you can wear it. But that doesn't mean that everybody else has to think that it's appealing on you, because
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's not. Maybe I don't want to see that. All right, I'm sorry. Okay,
Maybe I don't want to see that. It's
but maybe I
crazy.
don't, and that's not fair. You're forcing me to see it, and then go get mad because I don't like it.
Okay. That felt weird calling you that because I never call you that.
You have before, but you were mad, or not mad, or you were. Oh, you were kind of mad because I wasn't listening, and like I think it was too much going on. It was too much going on at the time. You were like, Cookie. You got mad because everybody was talking, and I think we were losing each other, kinda. It was like a crowd or something was going
Why do I not
on.
remember this?
I don't know, because I hardly remember. I just remember hearing you say it, and I was like, "Oh shoot, what's
I'm
going
sorry, that
on?"
felt cringy because then I feel like I'm like everybody in
Everybody
high
else,
school that called you that. And I'm like, I
everybody
never
calls me
called you
that, so
that.
it's like I don't hear my name often. I don't want to hear it. I don't like my name. I mean, I like my name. I love my name. I don't like
I'm about to say, what?
to hear it like my full name because I feel like I'm in trouble.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's my
'Cause
dad's fault.
it's, it's only, it's, nah. It's only a few reasons why I'll call you like your whole name, but that's besides the point. I'm so sorry.
You don't
We
even
get
call
off
me.
topic
Okay, yeah,
a
okay,
lot.
yeah. That wasn't even
Sorry.
the point. Why did you
We're
say
used to
that? What
talking
did
to
I
each
do?
other. We're used to talking to each other. It's
What,
because of what you said.
what
I
did
don't
I
want to
say?
see that.
I didn't say it like that. I
It's
said,
like, okay,
what if I said, what if I don't want to see that?
That's
What
fair.
if I don't?
I couldn't remember exactly what you said.
I
But
didn't
was
say it like that.
It was kind of close.
It's my opinion. Just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
I'm really not.
listen.
I'm just saying though. It's like, and it's not like we're the only ones that think like that. Because I've seen people say stuff.
Mhm.
They don't say it in the right way, but
Yeah,
they feel the same type of way. They just don't say it right.
And ooh, it's really like when you wear something or like not even like this. Is not even just about clothes. This is like with anything. You think something, want something, wearing something, and you think just because I like it, everybody gotta like it. Like if I do something, everybody gonna want to do. No,
And
we
that
don't.
for
We
sure
don't
will
want to do
never
everything
apply.
that you want to do, and that's okay.
And not everybody has the same taste. Not everybody has the same likings. And nobody said that that's a wrong thing. No one did but you, because you feel, again, that's where you feel like your opinion matters more than everybody else's. And I don't know where people get this entitlement from, and I'm so sick of it because or it's like it's always something where it's it's an unpopular opinion, and like, or it's something that may hurt other people, so then they feel like, since you're basically trying to protect feelings, and sometimes it's okay to protect feelings, but like if you're doing it where you're lying to protect people's feelings, which you can do that, even if like you can lie to people to make them feel comfortable or make them feel like it's okay, but if it's not okay, then it's not okay. So you can't be mad when somebody's like, hey, no, that's not right, and I'm not going to sit here and agree with y'all because y'all are saying you don't want to hurt this person's feelings, or you don't want this person to feel left out, or whatever. It's the truth. So why are we getting angry at somebody not agreeing with y'all?
And then it's always like that one person that wants to be different, and it's like you kind of making them like, dang, like should I conform or like should I keep denying? It's like don't.
And that's where I mentioned like the group think and like bandwagon effect. It's like the group think is real, and that causes and that's why we have so many issues now, is because of the group think like mindset of like, since everybody in this group is agreeing to this, or they think that this is okay, then I have to, because I don't want to be the outlier. And then that's what causes like this. That's what causes issues and trouble, because nobody was like, okay, yeah, this is wrong, y'all. Like we shouldn't be following this. Like this isn't good. Nobody was big enough to do that. So that's when it becomes an issue, and it's like now everybody's like delusional. And that's not, why are we delusional?
I don't know.
Hello?
I don't know.
It's like I don't like that. I don't have schizophrenia. I'm not like I seriously like I don't.
I know
I'm
you're
not about
serious.
to pretend because that's like a mental illness almost. Well, it is. That is a
And it
mental
feels
illness.
like almost like everybody has one. And it's like not even like just like
And I don't
depression
want
or
to
something.
join
It's
the group.
like actual like psychotic
Yes,
issues.
it's schizophrenia.
And they don't see like, maybe I have a problem. You're crazy.
They don't. They don't, and that is what's scary.
It's scary how much self awareness is down the drain. That's what's scary.
And like they don't. I don't. Ooh, it's dying. But yeah, it's like it's not really like I feel I don't even know. I mean, I guess it is delusion because I don't see what other reason it would be for them to like. Yes, it is delusion, and that is sad that everybody's delusional like that. Because I'm not delusional, so I'm not gonna just sit here and be like everything's great because
Mm-hmm.
everybody else is doing it or saying it or wherever. Like I don't know. It's very confusing.
And it's so weird watching people, especially with this whole like hot girl era and all this stuff. And it's like,
Mhm.
I've watched people where it's like, you can tell that they don't want to participate
Mhm.
in that. Like, you don't even look like you would join in
Mhm.
with that type of thing.
Mhm.
Like, if you're going to be that, be that. But don't sit here and act like you've always been this person, you always done this type things.
Mhm.
You're just trying to fit in. And that's
for
weird.
what? What are you
And you're
getting
a
out of
grown
it?
adult trying to fit in with something that you see on a phone.
And what are you trying to get out of it? What do you need? What do you think is going to happen when you do that?
And then they wonder why they're sad. They wonder why they're mad. They
Mhm.
wonder why they can't find anything. They wonder why they can't do the things that because you're doing stuff that maybe that's not what you're
even your
supposed to
path.
do.
You're on somebody else's path and you wonder why it's not working out for you. It's because God didn't put you on that path. You put yourself there. Like now you're depressed and angry and
Everyone but who you need to be yourself. You the one that did it. No one asked you,
like
hey, join this group and you're gonna feel better. No one handed out a flyer saying it's gonna make your life better. You decided to do
that's
that.
deception. Like you're like being deceived by yourself. And
And
like
that's
deception is a real thing. I remember I was talking to Mark about that, like well both of them, and we were talking about deception. It's like you start to like people start to believe that that's actually them, which is another part of delusion. It's like they'll see things or they'll do things because other people are doing it, and then they'll start to believe that this is actually them, like this is who they are. And it's like, no, that's just deception. Like you're being deceived. Like you think you came up with this on your, especially the ones that think they came up with something on their own when they just took it from somebody and like just continued to do it, like continue to use it or say it or whatever. And then they think like, oh, nobody else did this. But it's like, no, you saw it from somebody else and then you just kept going with it. And then it was like everybody was still doing it. It was still a trend. Like it was still going on. Maybe the people that you were around weren't doing it, but like you got that from social media, wherever they get it from or whatever, and you thought that it was only you, but it wasn't. That you're being deceived by yourself, though.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like social media was like the demise of the human race. Like I feel like
yeah,
this is the
unfortunately.
worst. It's like the best, but the worst thing.
I don't even know how I'm in this generation.
It's like the best thing for if you're like, trying to connect company wise. Like if you're having a business,
There's
the
pros
best
and
thing.
cons to social media.
But
It is.
if you don't like, if you got self esteem issues,
if you don't know who
if
you
got
are,
internal issues,
this is not a good.
This is a bad decision.
It's not a good space for you because
it is gonna put you in a rabbit hole.
Anything can influence you, or anything can attract you, like
change you, mold you. You ain't came with no structure.
Like you really, if you're gonna be a part of stuff like that or be around people like that, I feel like you should know who you are. And like I know a lot of people go through this thing where they're like they're still trying to find who they are and all this stuff, and I don't know what that means, and I don't know, but if you're in that space, why are you putting yourself in an environment where you if you don't know who you are, you're going to be confused. So it's like that's not a good. don't put yourself in situations like that, or don't be around people that are just people who influence you to like do the things that you shouldn't do. Like, you shouldn't even be putting yourself in that situation. Social media is definitely not the space you need to be in at all if you don't know who you are.
Especially these. I feel it didn't start out like this.
Social media?
Yeah, it didn't start off like this. It really took a turn to me, because
Yes,
I'm thinking about
because
like
the
when we were
generations
like,
just got worse and worse.
yeah,
That's why.
I'm thinking about when it first came out, and like when
It
the
was
whole Instagram
fun.
was blue.
It used to
and
be
white.
fun.
That was a different period.
Like, even
of social
MySpace
media.
and like Twitter used to be fun.
And
Like, everything
Facebook
used
was
to
pretty
be fun.
Yeah.
But like now it's just like, I'm getting on here and I don't even want to see what y'all have to say. Y'all are so inappropriate. Y'all, I don't need to know your sex life on social media. I don't need to know nothing about your vagina. I don't need to see all of that. I don't. It makes me not even want to be on social media anymore. Like, I don't need to know these things. I should not know a lot of the things that I know from Facebook. I should not know that.
No.
I don't need to know that.
It's just, and it's like, I think it's only like that because you see other people doing it. So it's like, oh, let me share something, because let me feel like, let y'all know who I am.
I also had,
What?
I was talking to somebody. I don't know who I was talking to this about. What's his name? I don't remember. But we were saying like how there are, it's not just women, but it's a lot of the times it is women
But
on
men
social
too.
media who will over sexualize themselves and then get mad because
Was
of
it
the
me?
reactions. I don't know. It might have been.
It sounds
I wouldn't be
familiar.
surprised. But like, they're over sexualizing themselves. They get mad when somebody goes into their, like, and I mean, like, they're really going in on these posts that they're saying, like, they're talking about their vagina, how wet it is, how wet it can get, like, all this stuff. They're saying all of these things.
All the things they can do in the bed. And
Yes,
stuff
like you're
that.
saying all of this,
And then you're
like,
mad when a man comes to you
into
like that.
with no respect. What do you, what respect are you asking for?
And one thing I also just thought about, don't they say that they're hoes anyway? But then when you get treated like one, like, if you're gonna call yourself a hoe, know that it comes with stipulations, and you have to agree to that stipulation. Like, it's like, I don't understand why, when you know a term, you know what it means, but then when you apply the term, you don't want to be the definition of the term. You called yourself that.
It's
You
so
treated
weird.
yourself like that, and that's why you are getting treated
And
that
then
way.
it's like, I've never, like, the way that they complain about it, it's like, no, you wanted the attention, you wanted it, and now, and especially when they post like the screenshots of people in their DMs, like, I promise you, I've gotten so many disgusting messages. Obviously, never posted it because, like, first of all, that the stuff that they're responding to is just, it'll be like a selfie or something, like a normal picture, and they'll still be saying stuff that's inappropriate. But it's like, I'm not going to give you attention for it. I'm not going to post you. I'm not going to acknowledge you. I won't respond to you or anything. You're not going to get any type of attention from me whatsoever. But I feel like some people who do that on social media, you do want attention. You want it, you got it, and now you're posting it. It's like, that's, why are you posting the screenshots? If you don't like what they said, why would you sit there and give them attention for it?
Mm-hmm.
And stop talking about the things that you're talking about if you don't want that kind of attention on you. Like, if you don't want somebody in your DMs asking you to do something to them, or telling you what they're going to do to you, why are you talking about how wet your vagina is then?
You know, another thing, I don't like it when people do that, but not in like a sexual way, but they do it to be mean.
What?
Like, let's say a girl's talking to a guy and like he's actually like having a good time, but they use he a sucker, he
simp.
Yeah,
oh,
and it's like,
my God, I hate. So because he is a sweet person, a respectful person, he's a simp. And I don't even know what a simp is. What is that? A small shrimp? I don't know what that is.
I've never heard someone say a small shrimp. That is absolutely absurd. No, it's like basically like,
what that is.
It's like, I can't think of a synonym for the word.
I know what it is. It's basically saying you a punk, and it's like, oh
yeah.
How are they being that just because they're being like sweet?
And it's like, but then they want to be like, oh, let's go back to the way men used to be. Y'all are training men on how to treat us now.
I don't want my boyfriend walking in the house slapping me in the face, and I be a simp if that's what you have to be respected. Or I don't I don't even know what that means because like they're even calling themselves
Ooh.
simps when they're in relationships.
Yeah, yeah. And
Like,
now men think like, dang, now that I be sweet, I'm a
oh
simp.
my god,
No, I would
you
actually
can't
love
love
you
me
and
because
adore
then
you for doing that. Please do that.
you can't love
If
me
you love
because that you'll be a simp if you love me. I'm so sorry.
now it's such a misconception on what love is. It's like y'all are so used to toxicity.
Toxicity.
Oh my
Y'all
god,
are
shut
so used to
up.
toxicity.
Shut up. God. Tox Do
Tox-
I don't even know how to say the word?
Toxicity.
Toxicity. I don't know why I want to add an N so bad, but
Yeah.
it kept coming out.
Toxicity.
Shut up. But that's what they're used to, and it's like, I don't want that.
I do
I don't
not.
want I don't want my children watching that. I want them to have like
I didn't watch
a fun
it.
childhood watching all of us like know what love is.
And that's another thing. People didn't grow up with that type of affection.
I did it, but I want it though.
You had some type of affection from somebody.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, not everybody, and I get that. Not everybody experiences, but then you might be the one who wants it. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
and that's
because
the
there's people who
thing.
didn't get it and want it, and then there's people who didn't get it, and then they think that that's just the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it is two sides of the spectrum.
Yeah, but then there's people who did experience it, and it's like I know what I want, and it's not no toxic relationship. I don't want arguments. It's like I've seen the things where people they want to argue with their boyfriend or their girlfriend or whatever. Like they like to argue.
Mhm.
I've seen people say that they like to argue, and I'm like, I don't want to. I have not argued with him in like it's been a minute, and it's like if we're arguing, it's a real argument. Like it's not like stupid stuff. It's like it's real, but it's rare. It's like we'd rather just be like, okay, yeah, we being a little extra. Like what are we complaining or what are we arguing about? Like we'll laugh. Like in the middle, we were like, okay, like we really mad right now, and it's not that serious. I don't want a relationship where it's like I'm picking for an argument. Like that's weird. And I've seen so many people saying that nowadays. Like they like to argue. That's weird. Why can't you just have a peaceful relationship?
But some of them, I feel like it's also like, because you know how like some people say like makeup sex or whatever, so it's like they argue just to get, and it's like, why can't you just get it without that part?
It's toxic. That's the toxicity we're talking about. That's literally what that is. It's like
But why do that? Because if you want that, just say it. That's what you want. Why you have to jump the gun and make all these hoops and loops and
I would have to hear that from somebody else's like point of view. Like I would need their answer for somebody who does say things like that. Like I would need to ask that person like why do you feel like you have to do that in order for it to feel like a real relationship to you? Like why do you feel like that's a necessity?
Because I also saw something, I think it was on Facebook, and it just happens that it pertains to this topic, but it was like a girl was like, she was mad at a boy saying he didn't know how to slut her out, and then it was wild, and then she was mad at him saying like he was too gentle or whatever, and I'm like, that is wild. And then a boy posted, he was like, you just like, I agree with his part, even though somebody was like it was a little too vulgar, like he didn't have to say it like that, which he didn't.
They always, but they never know how to express it. Yeah,
it was a little too extra. So if I saw her as a girl, I would have been like, okay, dang, like, like for real, because he was a little. They extra.
Don't know. They get so passionate. It's
I
like,
know,
relax.
But he was like, just because you have your own, like somebody touched you as child, don't mean like everybody. Like he went in detail, like. And I'm like, dude, you don't even know what really happened to this girl. You really don't. But I see what he's saying. Like, sometimes with that, y'all don't realize where that's coming from.
Yeah, it's
y'all
internal.
Don't know where that's coming from. But you got the nerve to be mad at someone who went through maybe a healthy relationship, and that's what they want with you. But you want something so awful, but you think it's good.
I wonder how they attract those people. Why? Like I don't. That is the most confusing thing. That's why I said I would need to ask somebody like who actually has that mentality, because I really don't. And I grew up with like my mom and my dad. Like they were not. But my whole family is like this. Like we're not touchy feely people. Like I didn't witness them always hugging or. No, they did hug. My mom was just sickening, but like they did hug and stuff. But like I didn't have to see it to know that the love was there. Like I didn't, and my dad was not. He was not a simp. He was just respectful. Like, and he loves my mom. Like, that's just what I saw. It was real love. That didn't make him a simp though, like or a punk or anything. And he was sweet. My dad would do anything for my mom. And I would want a man like that. I would want somebody just like my dad. And
Mhm.
if that makes him a simp, what do y'all want? Like what kind of man do you want?
And it's like it's not even that. It's like now the men are like playing both sides, and it's kind of like giving feminine. Like it's really weird because
Well, that's when they call them sassy. So,
yeah, because
and I
these
see it.
men are
There are
sassy.
some out there who are because they
Yeah,
are
it's not everybody though.
because
It's not everybody.
it's like the same type of men that say like they want to be the passenger prince. Hey, we should not be competing with women. You are a man.
Mm-mm.
Don't follow.
Mm-mm.
Please don't do that. That's weird.
It
That is
is.
weird. You
It
are a
is.
grown man.
And you want to
Passenger
be
prince.
treated how you see, like especially the ones that are like, why don't you like get me something for
Why don't
Valentine's
you get
Day?
me flowers? Hey, women can't keep a darn thing. I'm telling you,
I get you flowers. And I understand, like, I believe, yes, like, men should have gifts and, like, get cologne and stuff like that.
oh,
But,
I would get my husband, I would get my boyfriend something for Valentine's Day. Absolutely. I would even get my dad something. So
to go about it the way they are is
to where they want
not,
to be treated like a woman. But you are not a
yeah,
woman.
it's your
You're not
intent.
delicate. Like what I don't what why do you want to be that? But then I feel like it's not really fully their fault because they are not men are not getting the same they're not getting the right affection from women are so
It's like we
mean to
switched
them sometimes
roles.
like they're really so I feel like it's an internal thing for men like they feel like they are not being appreciated at all and I can see that they aren't women are so mean to men nowadays
They
it's like
really are.
can
And they
y'all
think
cut
it's
them some slack
cute. They think it's, like,
yes
funny. Because I saw this video of a guy. He's like, he gave his girlfriend, he saved up all his money, bought her BMW,
mm.
paid in full, right? And I'm like, wow, that is so nice. 'Cause
Were
you know,
they married
no,
I would have married him right then and there
right. And that's what you're thinking, right? The whole video, she's standing annoyed, saying, I wanted a Tesla. I wanted
that
a
is so
Tesla.
sad
And he's like, and then I guess, I don't know if it's his sister, but she was like, why are you not grateful? She don't even have a car. Mind you, this girl does not have a car.
I saw that.
No way of getting anywhere.
That would have been the last day I saw her if I was him. That would have been the last day. She would have never seen me again.
Oh my god! And the whole video, I don't know if it was a skit. I'm hoping
That
and
stuff makes
praying
me
it's a
cry.
skit.
Like, and
because the way
I
he
can
looked on
feel
his
it.
face, well, he did not on his face, but the way his voice sounded, it's like you could
That
tell
is
he was hurt because
sad.
like you didn't spend all your
Well,
money.
I'm sure he was hurt, but I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, men probably don't feel appreciated at all. Somebody is always even like when we're in church and Mark is talking about like what men should have before you like are with them. Like they should have everything and you shouldn't be trying to give it. I get that. I understand what he's saying, but it's also like things happen and they're like, oh, if something happens, they need to get 2 and 3 jobs. I get I get the point of what they're saying, but it's also like as a human being, things just happen. People get into situations where that they cannot control. People aren't blessed to have like great families who would help them out. They don't
Especially not
have
these days.
some people
Families
don't
are
even have like a
terrible.
strong mindset. Like, dang. And if you want the woman to be the helper, well, then let me help them out. Even if it's like not even physically or financially, it could be mentally or emotionally. Like, we need to cut the men some slack. Like, I've always felt like that though. Like, I've always been like I'm not. I don't like when they say girls, girl. I don't even. I'm a human. I don't know. Like I feel bad for anybody. It doesn't matter what gender you are.
Race.
It's just like, but to see the way men are being treated by women and like they hate men to the point where it's like, so you want a man but you hate them. That is confusing because what are you looking for? What kind of man are you looking for then?
And I feel like, because you know how like the older generation is like, oh y'all different these days. Like y'all raised us.
Yes, you created this thing.
These girls and everything acting like this towards men, someone started that.
Where did they get that from? Where did they get the behavior from or that mentality from? What were they experiencing as a child?
What generation did absent fathers start? Let's look at that. So let's not be too quick to judge how women are now when history always plays a part.
And it's like parents don't like to take accountability a lot of the times. It's like, yes, you are the reason. Whether you want to admit it or not, I don't care if your child is 55 years old. you are the reason why they are the way that they are, and things are genetic, things are traumatic for kids. Some people will stop aging once they get traumatized at 12 years old. They will stay 12 years old all their life if the problem is never solved, if it is never taken care of. it it is like, it is your fault. You have to take accountability. And I'm not saying like, as they get older, as people get older, yeah, like, okay, you can be sad about it or whatever, but you're a grown person now. Like, you have the ability to change your life and your mindset all on your own. Yes, some of the issues that you have may be caused by your parents, but it's your choice whether you want to fix it or not.
Right.
But like, they are the reason why you are the way that you are, but you don't have to stay that way. And like, that's
So
what
it's like,
I've been explaining that to people so often lately, because I'm just like,
that's why I feel like you can't judge either side of the spectrum.
no, you can't.
Because like, that's why I feel like older people trying to talk about this generation. What led them here? What led them here? Because if y'all
they
were
weren't all so innocent
that's
either.
what I'm saying. Think about what was going on in the 60s and 70s. Please, this is just a new age 60s and 70s.
I wonder if people know why people are called boomers. It's like, it was the baby boom, like
because y'all were constantly doing it
with random people in meadows. Like, hello.
And that's when we couldn't find fathers, and now everybody got daddy issues.
Like, hello, do you not know where that comes from? Everybody just having sex with any and everything. That's where that comes from. Like, you are being careless. But it's the this same. It's just a little bit worse. It's the same though. It's just a little bit worse. It's just like the same thing with
my morals. My really went down the drain.
Will say that all the time. Like, it's just such a big difference. Like, with as far as safety and stuff. And I'm like, when you were younger, how many serial killers were around in the 70s? But it was safer then. No, y'all were just very naive, and y'all were very gullible. Y'all felt like it was very safe. It was not safe. Y'all just thought it was. It was not safe at all. People were still weird. Man. People were still dangerous. Like, there was no.
Is there any part of history that was actually safe?
No, that's what there was slavery. There was the civil rights movement.
Even in biblical times, like, was there ever a time where anybody was safe?
It was always some type of torture going on, some type of murder going on. Something was happening. Jesus got nailed to a freaking cross.
Literally, Cain killed Abel, and that's in Genesis.
You had a whole crowd watching Jesus get crucified.
And happy that he's
cheering, excited
that he's dying.
But this right now, what's going on right now, is the worst it's ever been. I'm so confused. I guess that's why I'm not arguing with nobody about that. That's dumb.
When was it ever a good time?
It was never. That's what I get confused about. Like, people like, we were talking about people being patriotic and stuff. I'm like, I am not I'm sorry. I guess I'm just not, maybe, because this country has never been great. When has this country ever been great? Tell me, please. Or where it's been great equally for everybody. When has it ever been that way? It never has. So
it started off rocky.
Hello? Christopher Columbus took man took credit for something that man did not. He did not do that.
Genocide.
I'm so
what's the
over
other
this.
word? It's not with a C.
Oh, genocide.
No. What was it? And you really like nodding your head like that's it. No,
it is.
No. Colonialism. Is that it? Colonization.
Girl,
colonizing.
The 13 colonies.
I cannot stand you right now because you're not helping. Oh. Don't even worry about it. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I really don't. I'm over it. I'm actually over it. But anywho, yeah, America, it just, because it's like, it's hard to be patriotic, especially with the skin color that I have, because look at how people with my skin color have been treated, and it's still not the same. And it's like, you look at other countries where it's like they're learning something different, and that's why I was in the other video that we made multiple videos, but I did mention that I remember, because where I work, it's like I work around a lot of different people from all across the world, and it's like when the girl told me, like, in Puerto Rico, like, you learn stuff that you never even learned. We don't learn this stuff here. But I'm being told this is the best country for me.
We're very ignorant.
And then, like you said, is taking more stuff out. How
Mm-hmm.
much more knowledge do we not need to
Like
know?
the people I told you, like the kids nowadays that are like around now, they're not even going to know half the stuff that we know.
That is
Or they're not
sick.
going to be taught that stuff. They might know it because we're telling them, but like in school, they're not going to learn these things because they're taking out all of this stuff. I don't know what they're trying to hide. And then I was like, how would they be able to hide it? Like, I mean, there's still the internet. And then my mom made a great point. She was like, I'm sure they're going to make it to where they can take that stuff off the internet too. And that was a great point. I was like, wow, you actually might be right about that one. Like, they're going to find a way to bury all of this. Like it never, like it didn't happen, but it did.
Honestly and truly,
I'm like,
it really
are you
did.
kidding me?
All this horrible things, and it's like, I get that like people can move past, but it's like it still affects now.
And you
it
should
still
move past
affects
it, but
now.
nobody's moving past it. They can say that all they want, that they're moving past, or why can't you get over it? We are trying to get over, but y'all keep bringing it back because history is repeating itself.
But honestly, I don't understand patriotism, nationalism, because it's like there's so many other countries with so many more benefits and stuff for their people, like the maternity leave, the paternal leave, all this. It's just awful. It's awful. The food we get, awful.
And that's why we're all fat and obese when everybody else is.
What am I supposed to say to that?
I'm just saying.
I mean, you got a valid point. It's just the way you be saying it. I know.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
God, dog. It's the delivery. It's really the delivery.
I'm just saying, but I'll work on it. I'll stop doing that. But it's true.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying,
because
it's just like, but that's why we're like, aren't we like known for being obese?
Yeah, that's the thing. Obese and ignorant, basically.
Fat and dumb.
That's it. Basically, because when I talk to the people from like other countries, it's like I was asking like, so how do y'all view Americans there? Like, what do y'all think? And that's literally what it is.
I bet.
Literally, because we don't know anything, we don't care to learn anything,
and then swear we know everything. First of all, no, we don't. I feel like we are one of the dumbest countries on this earth. Because if you listen to people talk, I'm like, wow, I don't think other countries are wrong for calling us dumb. I don't, because I'm like, what are y'all talking about? And why do y'all think for somebody who knows so little say so much?
And that's what ignorance literally looks like.
They just keep your mouth shut. It's okay to not know something. It's okay to learn stuff. It's okay. Like, you don't know everything. It's okay. You can learn other things. I hate that. Like, I hate when people, especially, I told you, people that like will ask questions and they'll be like, I know, when somebody's giving them the answer. It's like, you didn't know. That's why you asked the question. Just relax. You don't know everything, and it's okay. We don't think you're stupid. You can ask any question you like. If you don't know, you generally don't know. Just ask the question. I feel like it's better to ask than to be stupid, like, or pretend like you knew. You didn't know. Then you wouldn't have asked the question.
Because then that defeats the purpose of learning. Because now you know everything. So what's the point of teaching you anything?
Yes, and what's the point of you asking the question if you already knew? I'm so sick of that. You ask me, oh yeah, I know that part, but I'm asking. Okay, gosh. You know what? Just forget it. I don't even want to talk to you anymore. Like, it don't make any sense. I'm really over it. Because me, I'm gonna ask a question if I don't know something. I'm stupid.
You love asking questions.
I am, because I am so me, girl. You ask questions you ask questions that don't even need to be asked. And I told you that in high school.
Sure.
No, that's to be
sure.
That's when you don't know when to walk away. And that's when I'm like, all right, Lene, we're done here. Because you will keep going. You'll keep trying to make something up. People are like, okay, so what does... And it's like, Lene, now you're just trying to think of a question to ask.
No.
When there's no... Yes, you've been doing that since high school. And I told you, you was like, I do need to work on that. I was like, yeah, you do. Because you do it too much. It's like, girl, just end the conversation there. You don't got to keep talking. You just got to be like, all right, thanks. Thank you. And it's... Sometimes you don't even be listening. You don't listen because you ask a question, they answer it, and you still know what they're talking about. Because you didn't care about the question to begin with. You just thought you had to continue the conversation.
Okay, all right.
I know.
All right, chill out.
I don't need you to agree because I know.
Good. I remember one time in high school, we was talking to some teacher, and she was giving us directions, and I don't know why you wasn't paying attention.
I never pay attention.
Man. And so I'm looking, and she gave me the rest. I'm like, yeah.
And I asked you.
And you asked me, and I said, I don't know.
And I got mad at you. I'm like, stop sitting there encouraging them talking. nodding your head like you listening.
Cause I hate feeling like somebody got to repeat that, so I hate that. Cause I'm like,
See,
now you mad. See? Now you mad at me, and I'm like,
and
dang.
then you want to keep asking questions. You're not even asking real questions that you need to answer to. What you talking for?
We're going to go ahead and cut it right there. God, dog, on the first one, you at least introduce them to it. Real is crazy.
I'm just saying.
The timing, well, consider what you're drinking. It was only a matter of time.
It's not that much
juicy juice. But all right, we're gonna go ahead and cut it there because for fear of my cellular device dying, we're just gonna go ahead and cut it here. And yeah,
we're gonna put the Instagrams, all that stuff, in the end, so you can follow and then you can subscribe and like and comment. And we're gonna try to get our stuff on Spotify and the podcast app. That Spotify, we'll get it out as soon as possible, I promise, because that was difficult. But it's just for people who, like, if you don't want to watch the video, you can listen to it in your headphones when you're doing whatever. Or if you do like to look at the videos, it'll be on YouTube. And I'm going to try to get the videos on Spotify because you can do that too. It doesn't just have to be, it doesn't have to just be the audio.
I don't know much about Spotify.
So we can do the audio and the video on Spotify too.
Okay. Well, listen, we do not know when we will upload.
Yes, we do.
We do?
We're you mean like a schedule?
Yeah. Are we
do have a schedule, but we won't say it in this video because you might lie. So, okay, this one is going up as soon as possible, but the other ones, the next time.
I'm just following your lead because I'm like,
I had a stroke. Okay, the next time, because I don't think we mentioned it in any other video either. But
no, which is good.
We'll let y'all know the schedule
because I don't want to mislead anybody and make them think that they said that because you know it's gonna be some angry people gonna be having expectations, and we'll talk about it in another video. Because don't expect nothing out of me because you're gonna get disappointed every time,
every single time, and that's all right.
Because I'm human. Don't trust in me, trust in God.
That's right. That's right. That is right.
That's the only thing you can depend on. Because
all right, well, that was the end of the video. Before the camera dies and we have nothing. We will see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed.
Love you. Bye.